is the first official day of spring, but it definitely does not feel like it, and it didn't this weekend. But let's be real, it was perfect weather to snuggle in and watch some sports. And that brings us to today's top talkers. There was a lot of madness, not just with basketball, but also the Houston Astros. So what do you want, folks? Do you want the good news or you want the bad news first? Let's start with the good news, shall we? The Astros have struck gold, if you will. The Stros and World Series champs have unveiled their Gold Rush collection, and they're hosting a Gold Rush retail event. It starts this coming Wednesday at midnight. Fans will have the first opportunity to purchase exclusive Astros gold merchandise at the Union Station team store inside of Minute Maid Park. The special gold items are part of the gold program from New Era and Nike, commemorating the 2022 Astros World Series Championship. The Astros will wear the gold program jerseys on opening day, which will be here before you know it, Thursday, March 30th, and on ring day, which is Friday, March 31st. All right. I love that music and that open. All right, that brings us to some not so good news. A key player will not be starting anytime soon for the Stros. CW39 Houston's Seth Kovar in front of the show joins us now live from Minute Maid Park. And Seth, say it ain't so for the Stros. This one definitely hurts the team.
It really is a gut punch, Maggie. Jose Altuve, fan favorite second baseman, longtime Astro, is out. He has a broken right thumb. He took a 95-mile-per-hour fastball off that thumb. It's unclear just how long he will be out. I'm seeing reports that it could be 8 to 10 weeks, which would translate into 6 to 9 regular season weeks. One thing's for certain, though, he will not be over there at Minute Maid Park on opening day when the Astros take on the White Sox. We'll get more on his status in the coming days. But let's go ahead and show you some pictures now of just what happened to him. He was in obvious pain after getting hit by that pitch thrown by Colorado Rockies reliever Daniel Bard, who's playing for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic right now. Altuve is on his native team, Team Venezuela, and add insult to his injury, Team USA beat the Venezuelan squad 9-7 on Saturday. Our country's team is now on to the championship game of the WBC after blowing out Cuba 14-2 yesterday. That will play the winner of Japan versus Mexico. That's happening today. Now, as for Altuve, there's no timetable, like I mentioned, for his return, no official timetable. We will keep you updated. I have another Astros note for you, and this one's kind of nice in a way. It's former outfielder Josh Reddick announcing his retirement on Instagram on Saturday. We have the post to show you. He was very complimentary of Houston. He thanked each of the teams he played for, and he spoke highly of the 4 years he spent as an Astro, including being part of the 2017 World Series Championship team. Reddick said Houston has become home for him and his family, and he praised the passionate fan base, including those who do his Ric Flair-like woo when he'd come to the plate. Congratulations to Reddick for a solid 12-year career. Congratulations also to the Houston Cougars. The U of H men's basketball team is on to the Sweet 16, the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament, with a win over Auburn on Saturday. They play Miami on Friday for a shot at the Elite Eight. A win then would put them in the regional final game with a berth in the Final Four on the line. So just like the Astros did last season, the Cougars are looking for a championship. The road to a championship might take them through Texas. Yes, the University of Texas also advanced to the Sweet 16. They'll play Xavier right after the Cougars play Friday night. If the Cougs and the Horns win, they play each other on Sunday with a shot at the Final Four on the line. So Maggie, can you imagine how much fun that would be to have the two Texas teams still in the tournament battling it out for the Final Four?
It did, especially for UT. I'm sorry. All right. Joining me, though, is the real MVP to talk about all of the sports madness, the good, the bad, the ugly, is digital producer and my friend, Chad Washington. All right, Chad, first things first. Let's talk about the Stros.
Yes.
I told my husband, and I couldn't wait to tell you, I think that it's terrible timing to have this going on because players are getting hurt.
But it's early. Number one, it's early. That's the one thing I would say. The season hasn't begun yet. And yes, the World Baseball Classic, that's why they play it in the beginning of the season. It is what it is. Injuries stink. I don't like it. Altuve's going to be out, they say, approximately about, what, 8 to 10 weeks?
I mean, that it looked so painful.
Yeah, you fracture your thumb, that does hurt. It hurts like a
I've never
lot.
done that.
I bet it hurts like a lot, but the good thing is Astros do have options. They have a couple players. Mauricio Dubon, who was a utility player last year, he may be an option there. David Hensley, remember him from the World Series when he got some good hits? He's maybe an option. Astros could also pick up some people that are on, seeing journeymen out there. I think a couple of them are out there. Jonathan Villar is one of the names I think is one of them out there. And you can also wait till some people get cut from other teams from spring training to pick up, and that way they could probably find something to maybe, put some people in place, but obviously they will miss the production from Jose Altuve.
I know, and it's opening day, and you get so excited, and I just think it's terrible timing.
Jose, he'll be there. He'll get his ring. He'll wear his jersey.
Speaking of rings, though,
but what's up?
Is U of H? Are they going to get a ring? How are you feeling about the bracket?
I am feeling good. They really showed some heart because they were down 10 to Auburn.
I didn't like that.
Tough. They were down, but give credit to Marcus Sasser. He, bouncing back from that groin injury, he scored 22 points. The defense really stepped up hard in the paint. They held Auburn to only 3 or 4 buckets in the second half. So really, that U of H defense really stepped up and got that win. But I'm a little bit worried about their matchup. They're playing Miami on Friday, and Miami really surprised me beating Indiana last night.
Yeah, Brett's in my bracket.
Yeah, that definitely is, because I thought Indiana was going to advance out of that, but Miami's tough. They really don't have a go-to player. They just really have a bunch of guys that really just step up at different times, and they rebound. They're tough. They're battle-tested, and that's one thing about U of H that I'm worried about. They're almost a carbon copy of U of H.
Oh.
So it's
at least they have days, though, to rest. Sasser can rest, too. I like that idea.
The rest of the team matchup, but I think U of H can still pull it out, and it still could set up to have an Elite Eight matchup on Sunday between University of Houston versus University of Texas. Could be a big old.
Who are you rooting for besides the Cougs now that Penn's out?
Penn State's out. I don't know. I think it's just, one team I'm probably looking at is maybe Michigan State, because keeping that Big Ten thing going, they surprised and got through. That's another team I'm looking at. I don't know. That's kind of hard because there's, like I said, U of H and UT are the only 2 Texas teams left, and they're going to face each other possibly.
That could be really fun, though.
Elite Eight. That could be really fun to see those two teams go at it.
All right. Well, Chad,
there's one more team, UCLA, I'm kind of looking at as well.
Oh, they're in my bracket, too.
That's right.
All right. Well, as always, I love having you on the show. We talk sports every day, so why not talk about it on the show?
Absolutely.
We'll see you throughout the week. Thanks, Chad, for everything.